The release and discussion of Epstein-related court documents have reignited public interest in how powerful figures appear in legal records, and one name that often draws attention is former U.S. President Donald Trump. In this video, we focus strictly on verified facts, official court documents, and public statements to explain what the Epstein files actually show regarding Donald Trump, and just as importantly, what they do not show. Jeffrey Epstein was a wealthy financier accused of running a long-term sex trafficking operation involving underage girls. His criminal history dates back to the early 2000s, with a controversial 2008 plea deal in Florida and a federal arrest in 2019. Following Epstein's death in custody, numerous civil lawsuits and court proceedings led to the release of documents often referred to as the Epstein files. These documents include depositions, contact lists, flight logs, and testimony connected primarily to civil litigation, not criminal convictions of third parties. Donald Trump's name appears in public discussions largely because of past social interactions in New York and Florida during the 1990s and early 2000s, a period when Epstein moved within elite social circles. Importantly, there is no court ruling, criminal charge, or civil judgment finding Donald Trump guilty of wrongdoing related to Epstein's crimes. Trump has publicly stated that he cut ties with Epstein years before Epstein's later arrests, and records show that Trump was one of the few high-profile figures who cooperated with investigators when questioned during early inquiries. Flight logs associated with Epstein's private jet, which have been reviewed extensively by journalists and courts, do not list Donald Trump as a passenger. This is a key factual point often overlooked in online speculation. Court documents also show that Trump banned Epstein from his Mar-a-Lago club following an incident involving inappropriate behavior, a claim supported by multiple contemporaneous accounts. The Epstein files themselves primarily focus on Epstein's actions, the role of his convicted associate Ghislaine Maxwell, and the experiences of victims who sought justice through civil court. These records are intended to establish patterns of abuse, recruitment methods, and institutional failures, not to serve as proof of criminal conduct by every individual mentioned. In high-profile cases, names can appear in documents simply due to social contact, business interactions, or witness testimony, and legal experts consistently warn against interpreting mentions as evidence of guilt. The Trump-Epstein discussion highlights a broader issue in the American legal system: how public figures are discussed when documents are released without full context. Transparency is essential, but so is accuracy. Misinterpretation can undermine trust in legitimate investigations and distract from the real issue, holding proven offenders accountable and supporting victims. The Epstein case has already influenced changes in victim rights policies, detention oversight, and prosecutorial transparency. It also demonstrates the importance of relying on court rulings, sworn testimony, and official findings rather than viral claims. As more documents are reviewed by journalists and legal analysts, the factual record continues to clarify what is known and what remains unproven. For Americans, this case reinforces why due process matters, why allegations must be examined carefully, and why facts must come before speculation. Understanding what the Epstein files actually say and what they do not helps preserve accountability while protecting the integrity of the justice system. If you want fact-based reporting on major U.S. cases, power, and accountability, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts in the comments.